Hey there, it's NFT Crypto Keys, and I'm going to show you how I made the Pokemon card. That tweet was from Gary V. He tweeted the most valuable real-life Pokemon card a few weeks ago, and I went back to that tweet to find it, and this is the listing. It was sold on March 28th for $311,000. So I went to the original listing through that tweet, and I clicked on it, enlarged it, and then you hit your window snip button, curl and S, and you'll be able to do a screenshot like I just did. So you save that screenshot. When that screenshot is saved, you drag it onto Canva. When you get your picture up on Canva, the first thing you should do is roll up the sides before making it bigger. And when you make it bigger, you want to make sure you pull it from the corner, otherwise you'll distort the image. If you do ever distort the image, there's an undo button in the top left corner that is very useful. So now when I have it all zipped up, I want to make the image as big as possible. This entire white square, because we're in poster mode, is going to be what you see when you mint the NFT. So I can't make it the entire space because it's just not that symmetrical. It's not a rectangle, but we can get pretty close. It's a nice big picture with a nice black border around it. So now the next thing we need to do is you need to save this image as a PNG high quality image. And once that's saved, you drag that onto Canva once again. And now because it is rectangle and symmetrical, you can open it up to that entire space right there. And now you had to save it before you did this, otherwise the card would move when you went to add things on top of it. So make sure that that's saved in one solid piece, and then bring it back to Canva, and then you can start working on it. The first thing I did, this piece right here, you need to put the video first, and then you bring that piece back, and it'll be on top of the video. The video will be in between that piece and the card behind it. And that's only possible once the card behind it is saved and you drag it on. If you don't open up a new Canva, you won't be able to get it to have the card in the background and a video in between an image. So I hit my screenshot again, and I went to the second option, and now I'm cutting out a picture. I cut this badge out nicely because I wanted the video to go underneath that. Nice, I'm happy with that. I saved that. Now it's time to bring the video onto the platform. I dragged the video onto Canva, and then once it's saved, it's always saved. You just have to go to your videos once you get to Canva, and then click on it, and it'll put it on the current picture. Alright, once you have it where you think you want it, that looks pretty good, then we can bring that other piece that we cut out back onto the screen, which I already dragged that onto Canva. So all I have to do is go to my pictures, my images on Canva, and it'll be right there, saved right there. Alright, so another important thing to remember, when I cut this off, I did that at a certain zoom. So let's just say I did it at 100% zoom. When you cut a picture off like that, you need to put it back on 100% zoom. I'm on 125% right now, so I cut it out at 125% zoom. So then when I put it back on, I got to make sure that I'm on 125 zoom so that lines up really nice. Nice. That was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I almost took a real big piece of that at the start and didn't cut that out, but cutting it out came out really nice. And yeah, once that's in place, you can zip up the movie a little bit more to make sure that you got everything exactly where you want it. Looks pretty good. Alright, as soon as you're ready, you hit play in the middle, and then play in the top left, you hit the scissors, and then you can see the cutscenes, and then you save this image as an MP4 video. Depending on the size of your video and the size of the file, this could take hours. I suggest that you don't do anything else. I have a pretty good computer, and if I'm doing other things, sometimes this fails. And so you don't want to waste an hour or 45 minutes waiting for something to save twice. So that's good advice. That's the most time-consuming part about this process is waiting for things to save, waiting for things to process, waiting for things to save in HD. Okay, as soon as your image saves, you want to open up your YouTube channel and go to upload videos. And then we're going to upload that file that we just made from Canva. Always make sure you hit private on the third screen here so that no one can see the projects that you're working on. As soon as the processing's done, you'll be able to re-download your file from YouTube. Alright, and once again, as soon as the processing's done, you'll be able to re-download it. You want to do that right away before it has a chance to save in HD, because when it saves in HD, the data is most likely going to double. It's going to do 75% to double. So these are all the files. This first file here is the one that we created straight in Canva. It's 58 megabytes, and this is how it looks. It's really clear image at 58 megabytes. The second image is the one that we pulled off of YouTube and we uploaded to 58 megabytes, and it's only 7 megabytes, but it's very blurry, as you see. We pulled it off of YouTube before the HD could save. Went from 58 megabytes to 7. But this third file went from 58 megabytes to 14 and took 24 hours for it to save. Hi there, sorry about that fast ending. So in conclusion, we made that file at 58 megabytes inside of Canva. We put that 58 megabytes file uploaded to YouTube, and then we pulled it off immediately before the HD could save, and we got a 7 megabyte file that's a little blurry that I didn't use. And then it took 24 hours for that specific video to save in HD, and it came out really good at 14 megabytes, and pretty clear for the final one that I used. I hope this helps a lot.